Yep.
Alright, here we go, replacing the fuel pump on the Beal Xb12 Firebolt. Make sure you put it in the proper direction as you took it out. This is my first time doing this, just remember. We had to take a screwdriver to pry it out nice and even, square when you pulled it out of the housing.
Drain the gas, which is a back plug on the bottom of the fuel assembly.
We can hope that the bolts bring it back into position, because I obviously can't get in there to pound it.
Put assembly in evenly as possible, so as not to damage
the O-rings. Yep. Try not to bug up your black part on your stuff like I'm doing, but whatever.
Get the top right one.
As you're tightening, you can kind of feel it getting a little easier when it's square. We didn't have to pull the oil lines on the rear of the swing arm or on the top. Just watch the brake line, make sure it's nice and doesn't get too snug. There's a little strap right here you can unplug if you needed to. Put a little Loctite on the bolts just to make sure, a little blue, not the red. Semi-Loctite. Don't strip nothing in there. By the way, this bike's been on the ground 4 times, just let you know. Still rolling.
Right now it's strapped in the air.
Oh, see?
Do not drop wrench if possible.
That's what happens when you're drinking. Okay. Take the nut back off. The fuel line. Make sure the O-rings are wet, so we'll slide back over. The aircraft nut. Got a little Teflon on it. Pops crescent wrench right behind you. Make sure we don't chafe the wires, putting it back on. Didn't find no chafed wires. snug it, don't strip it, like Pops always says. I have a tendency of doing that. Okay. Plug the fuel pump line electrical back in.
Check.
And that's that.
Check to make sure.
Turn the power on. See if we see a whine.
That's what you want to hear.
And
That
that's
whine.
it. There we go. Fuel pump replacement. Hit that button.